Oh my God. Good morning, Nicole. Hello, hello. How's everybody feeling this morning? Has this week been like, what on earth is happening? Do I say this every time I come on here? But I feel like this week is wow. Good morning, Vera. Hi, Janelle. Good to see you. Give people a few minutes to pop in here while I work on my coffee. Hi, Marion. Today I decided to drink from a mug. That's how I feel. A little bit lumpy and off center, not very symmetrical, but still really cool. Oh, and it has a butt. Oh my God. Good morning. Nicole says it's been a crazy energy. Hi, Natalie. Vera says it's been a crazy month. It's been a crazy life. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Misty. Anna's coming in with her hair. Yeah, Lori says I've really been feeling it. Did you square away your issues with the acuity thing? I'm sorry that there's nothing I can really do about that. Good morning, Arlene. All right, let's get cracking. So, how are you feeling with your energy today? Scale of 1 to 10. Janelle's already here. She's a 6. Before I even ask, she's a 6 with a big side of sass. Okay, I like that. Anna is, oh, she has the flu. I'm sorry, babe. Marianne says it's exhausting, but I'm feeling the shift. Yes. We've got 7, 7, 7. Missy's a 4. Nikki's a 6. Charlie's a solid 8 today, feeling that tower energy. Did you laugh did you see that card that was pulled? Was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. It was the tower reversed. And that was the one I decided to do an artsy fartsy reel about it. And I was just dying. Like, my sound isn't on that reel, but like when I pulled the card, I was like, shit. But it makes all the sense. I was touching a mood yesterday to people. Okay. Good morning, 8. Audrey's 6. Lori's non-machine compatible. Charlie says I did. Oh yeah. Anna says feeling tower energy hard this week for sure. Yes. Let's just real quickly talk about this, because I don't know anybody in my personal life who hasn't had the most breathtaking, extreme realization type of energy this week. And I have to say the theme of the week is the call is coming from inside the house. You know what I mean? And that's the hard one, because you've basically spent a lot of time, right, looking on all the other things, and that wasn't time wasted. That needed to happen. So we've kind of been doing that thing where you work your way in, just start from the outside and come on in. And we're in inner circle territory now, and the landscape here is different than it was before, because it's very concentrated, it's very dense, and there's not a whole lot of nuance or wiggle room. It's very in your face. And what I've been observing with myself and with those really close to me in this energy is that the realizations are heartbreaking, but at the same time, incredibly liberating, because it's all right, this is hard for me to look at, but I've prepared myself to be able to see this hard thing. So everything you've been doing up until this point, if you're having this kind of a week, Jacinda, theme, the call is coming from inside the house, okay? If you've been having that kind of a week where it's oh, all signs are pointing either to me or right fucking next to me, and you're oh no, there is that feeling of like, well, I'm prepared for this, even though you don't like it. There's a lot of things that you may not like right now, and that's fair, okay? It's very fair, and you don't have to like them. But I'm pretty confident in saying that 99% of the things that you don't like right now, you literally ordered, okay? You asked for. You said, this is what I want. You said, I would like a major shift and change in this particular area. And what you didn't realize was that in order to have that particular shift and change, something's got to go, and it's going to be the last thing you wanted. And I don't have to tell you all that because we've been living for a minute, so we already know this, right? Like, no one can tell you, okay, it's time to leave that relationship, or it's time to completely cut this person off, or like whatever it is, that is the issue. But you know it. And so this energy is very much supporting you doing something about it. Now, I will say, and we're gonna have a wild time on Sunday with the channeling, because I don't even know. So channeling for this kickoff for eclipse is this Sunday. I don't remember if it's at 6 or 7, but it's listed wherever you sign up. But the theme is, obviously, it's coming from inside the house. But trust me when I tell you, whatever it is that's been shown to you this week, unhook yourself from what you need to happen. Unhook yourself from your expectations, because you don't want to be hooked to those right now. Next week is going to be very fast moving and reshuffle everything again. And so if you are hooked into a particular specific outcome or need for something to land a certain way, you're going to get ripped around, man. Okay. But if you can stay loose and unhooked from that, you'll land where you need to land. And I know some of you are in this energy where it feels like you put a lot of your time into a particular project. And there's a lot of pride wrapped up in that. And a lot of like, I put good shit into this. I worked hard. Don't tell me that suddenly I'm going to have to scrap this. I'm not going to. I refuse to. I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to make it work. You may not need to, because possibly the whole point of the project wasn't the completion of it. It's what you learned when you started doing it. Okay? It's what was revealed. Okay? And that is the thing you needed to see. So again, unhook yourself from expectation, because it's not going to serve you next week. It is not. It's going to be Scorpio season. It's going to be so wild. I have a whole playlist queued up for you. It is very, very moody. It's going to be great. Okay, let's get these cards rolling and see what they have to say. Wait, today's the 21st. Technically, Scorpio season is tomorrow, but I feel like it's today. So happy Scorpio season. I'm all set with Libra. Let's do it. All right, so let me do a little more coffee into myself, and then we'll go into these cards. Reminder, I haven't posted the playlist yet, so don't worry, you didn't miss it. Just as an FYI with the playlists, I know Arlene loves the playlist, so I love that you love that. Just an FYI with the playlists, I always post them through my Spotify. So if you follow me on Spotify, you will always see my playlists, regardless of whether or not I remember to post them in a location. You know what I'm saying? So follow me on Spotify. It's just Sarah Amala on Spotify. And you will also, if you are a fan of my type of music, you will find hundreds of playlists for everything you can think of under the sun, including like yoga and stuff like that. So you can find, basically, you'll notice that I basically shuffle through the same songs all the time. But that is there. But I will be posting the Scorpio one when I do it. The other thing I just want to say, and I know this is probably not going to shock any of you guys, the tower shit for me has been real. And I'm gonna be real honest. I had a moment. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before because this week is blending together, but I literally almost like canceled my whole business, like for reals. Like I had that moment where I was like, fuck this shit. Like I'm out. Like no more nothing. Like I had that kind of a moment. Okay. Now you see I'm here. I didn't do it, but I just need you to know, this is Isis. I just need you to know that I almost did. And the only reason I didn't is because I have learned about myself through doing all of these things that I need to sit with things before I completely lose my mind. However, that being said, there are some things with the whole reason, I'm just gonna tell you this because whatever, it's my show. The whole reason that I made a lot of the big shifts that I did is because there is a very real and tangible misalignment in the way that my business is running as far as energy goes. I put so much energy in and I get very little energy out, and it's not sustainable. And so that's difficult. So I restructure it. I keep restructuring in order to kind of correct that balance. However, I'm realizing that the constant restructuring isn't actually fixing the imbalance. And so I need to sit with that and see what that means for me before I just start taking the machete to everything again. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that, but that's my eclipse issue as well, because it's a big one. So I'm not gonna disappear, but I am really rethinking. And one of the things I'm rethinking is like just kind of like putting Coffee and Magic back the way it was, as opposed to keeping it like this, because I don't know that it's actually serving the purpose I thought it would to do it this way. But again, I'm sitting on it for the weekend. I'm just letting you know, because in case you're having a week like that where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna set fire to all this shit. I don't need any of it. You know, like just sit with yourself. You can be reactive, it's fine, but just don't burn everything down yet. But be prepared to is the thing. And I think that's where I'm at. As like weird as it is to say this to you, like for the first time in very many years, I am ready to do that. I'll burn it down because you know what? I've done it before and it comes right back up. So it's okay. But just make sure that you sit if you are a person who needs to sit before you burn things down. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, just it's big stuff, and I think we're all surfing and navigating, and like part of the whole reason I'm on here so much is because I want to show you what it looks like to go through this in lifetime, right? So I want to be very clear with you guys that this has been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week. Oh man. Okay. So let's do like dangerous things. So let's do a scorpion, a black mamba, oh my God, and a mantis shrimp. Do you know what a mantis shrimp is? They are these terrifyingly, well, okay, this is going to be another conversation, so I don't want to skew you on mantis shrimp. So I'm not going to tell you all of my thoughts on it. But mantis shrimp are very, very dangerous, and they punch. And they punch with such a velocity that they create an underwater vacuum of boiling water. Like that's how fast they punch. They're very dangerous. Okay, so dangerous shrimp, black mamba, or a scorpion. Scorpion, black mamba, mantis shrimp. And then we can talk about mantis shrimp later. I have lots of facts about mantis shrimp. Okay. Yeah, so I put this Isis necklace on this morning. I haven't seen this necklace in months and months, and I didn't know where it was. So I was walking through my kitchen with my coffee, and it was like, get your Isis necklace. It's in this cupboard. And I was like, in the cupboard? In my kitchen? And I opened it, and the fucking necklace is in there. And I was like, oh my God. All right. So here's my necklace for today. It's very weird. Oh, wow, Jacinda. That's a beautiful rug. Wow. All right, scorpion, black mamba, or mantis shrimp. Has anybody else been seeing interesting birds lately? Yesterday I saw so many hawks and an eagle. Birds, birds. Birds. Oh, wow. Jacinda, what'd you pick again? I ask because look who's here. All right, so this is your scorpion message. If you chose scorpion, or if you just are feeling scorpion once I start talking. All right. Okay, anyway, so you have Joy, the king, and the novice. And I think you're gonna find this message very interesting because it was a really loud one. You may not appreciate, respect, like, or wish to be like a man right now. And the reason is you don't have very excellent examples of non-toxic masculinity. However, you need to be the man right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is a very programmed part of all of us, no matter what you have done to think otherwise. There is a programmed part that might be deep inside. It might be right up front. I don't know where it is, but you need to locate it because it's the one that secretly says, you need a man to help you with this. You need a man to validate this for you. You need a man to sign off, okay? That part of you does not need to be removed. It just needs to be reframed. Because what that part is asking for is for you to step into your masculine energy. You are the man for you, okay? And I don't mean that in a very basic physical sense at all. Because we're not talking about that, okay? You need your mans for whatever you need them for, okay? No judging. But the energy is very important right now. You are the man. Step into that power. And we're not talking about steamrolling people, being aggressive, not listening, being violent. We're not talking about that. That's not manly behavior. That's peacocking and posturing in order to subscribe to a patriarchal ideal of what manliness is. It has nothing to do with being a man. This is outward facing, driving energy. This is confidence. This is getting some shit done. This is being the energy within yourself that is validating who you are and knowing that you are whole with all your parts together. You are the man now. This is going to feel weird to you if you have not tapped into this energy for yourself, or if you are reticent to allow it. That's okay. We're all doing new things all the time. Just remember, when you do something new, it takes a while before it feels like it's the right thing for you, even if underneath you feel like it's good. Do you know what I mean? It's going to take a minute. It's going to be an adjustment period. The joy of realizing this whole situation is unmatched. It is unmatched. It is so pure, it is so bright, it is so big that it changes the whole landscape of your life, because you no longer act from a place of need or fear. You are acting from a place of sovereignty and power. And that feels really good. You like it. That is your Scorpion energy. I bet you thought Scorpion energy was going to be more Scorpio, but that's not really the Scorpio vibe right there. Just FYI. All right, let's see. The next one was the Black Mamba. Jacinda says, I'm literally waiting on men, moving, inspection, tax things for the separation. Ugh. I was thinking toxic characteristics, 100% received message. Yep, got you. What the Leo, Sarah? Oh. All right. Black Mamba. Black Mamba is Swan. We haven't had Swan in a while. Stag. We have Stag and Deer pretty much all the time. And Perception. So Swan, Stag, and Perception. Well, here we go again with another message on masculine energy. So we're going to look at the same coin from a different angle. And this is the one for all of you who have been told you're acting too aggressive, you're too pushy, you're acting too much like a man, or the perception that if you assert your opinion in any way, shape, or form, that's not attractive and it's not feminine and you're being manly. Right? Oh my God. Don't have an opinion and share it with us, because that's what men are supposed to do. You're supposed to just listen. Like, we've got a problem, right? But what happens in this society is you guys come into this life and you usually come in pretty hot, right? Because especially my Leo friends, right? You come in hot, you've got a lot of opinions, you're feeling yourself, and the world around you says, you're a girl, would you knock that off, please? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Use that energy for something else. Be more quiet, be prettier, be smaller. Learn how to carefully craft your words so you don't hurt the feelings of the men around you constantly. This is perception. You being powerful is not a gender role. It's not gender identity. It's not gender construct. It has nothing to do with your sexuality. It's nothing to do with your genitals. Power is energy, and any gender can have power. Any person can have power. Anybody can have power. You don't get to ascribe a gender to it, and that's not fair. So this poll, the Black Mamba, is asking you to kind of go back into the soup of who you are and reemerge again. Give it a reshuffle. Give yourself a shakeup. Ask yourself the questions and stay really curious about them. Why do I feel like I can't use my voice? Who said I can't? Do I have some internal programming that is telling me that I am going to be seen as less than or unattractive, or I won't get what I need done if I just simply say it straight? Ask yourself, reshuffle, come back through, because you're ready for that reshuffle. The stag is here because, again, remember when we had the stag that one time and we were talking about how the stag doesn't not become a stag because it has a bad day and hangs its head? Remember that? Maybe you've had 20 years of bad days with your head down. You're still a stag, and you still have the ability to lift that head back up, okay? So just remember, no matter what has happened to you in life, those things don't get taken away from you. your essence and your truth of who you are as a person, they don't get taken away. You can be made to think that they are. You can be convinced that you've lost them, but you haven't. You're always you. You always have all of those things. And it's the perception of realizing that when your head's down low, you can pick it up. Okay? So you are the stag. All right, damn it. And then perception again, because everything is this. If you think it is something, then it is. I will not argue with you. So the question is, what do you think it is? And again, as we move into eclipse season, don't hook into the things too much. It's gonna move around. But definitely hook into your stag vibes. Definitely do that. That's fine. When I say hook into things, I just want to clarify. It really doesn't mean your identity or anything to do with you inside of yourself. This is external. These are external things, projects, the way the outcome of a conversation goes, like anything like that, external stuff. Don't hook into the outcome of external things, not identity stuff. You hook all you want into identity stuff. Okay, that is Black Mamba. And last, it's mantis shrimp. So, interesting fact about mantis shrimp is that they see, I think they have, 15 like cones in their eye thingies that allow them to see millions of colors that we don't even know exist. You know? My theory on mantis shrimp, if you Google them and look them up a little bit, I don't think they're shrimp at all. I think that we can't actually physically see what they are. I think they are other beings entirely. And because we don't have eyes that are available to see things much, I think we're like, oh, these are shrimp. And it doesn't make any sense that they can like punch the claw off a crab because they're not shrimp. That's my theory. But, you know, I can't prove it today. It's just my theory. But they're very beautiful. Like fascinatingly beautiful. Okay, so Black Mamba. No, mantis shrimp. I just like saying Black Mamba. Seeing if you're paying attention. Okay. All right. I love that Misty. Misty's like, these are the most deadly creatures on earth. They're adorable. The cutest. All right, so it's your mantis shrimp pull. Movement. Earth fairy. Swan. Again. Wait, what? Janelle says, how about NBC talking about UFO confirmed? What? Okay, well, I'm going to have to get on the Google. I don't even know how to watch NBC anymore. I guess I'll just Google it. Oh. I mean, they're catching up, aren't they? Okay, so mantis shrimp has a very interesting message for you, because if you picked mantis shrimp, just only mantis shrimp, I bet it's gonna like be much on you. So we got the movement card. So like whatever happened this week, it's like, again, the call's coming from inside the house. You're probably gonna have to make a move or allow the move, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because either you're holding on to it or you didn't want to see it and tell it to leave. Okay, but this is like turning point energy for you. And it's not. No, that's not the right word. It is, but it's past the turning point. Actually, it was probably turning point energy for you like in 2017 and then like 2019 and then like I feel like it's had many points of turn for you. But it's time now. So what does that mean for you? How are you going to trust yourself through this process? Earth Fairy is here to remember where you live. You live in your body. You live on Earth. And being that is the case, you need to stop trying to escape and actually land and handle your business. Okay? We have spent a lot of time, especially in spiritual communities, trying to beam ourselves off of this planet into a higher fucking consciousness. And unfortunately, that's not the way that this works at all. It would be great, but it's a bypass. You live here. You came here. You live on Earth in a body. Why, for God's sakes, would you come here with the sole intent to get out? Like, why? What? That makes no sense at all. Why come at all? Why not just stay there? You know, is it a weird Hunger Games? Like, I don't know. Anything's possible. This is my opinion. However, you live here. So stop trying to run out. Stop trying to leave. Stop trying to ascend into the higher planes of being. It's the different direction. It's a different direction. You're not trying to go there. Do you see what I'm saying? What you need to be doing is bringing it down into here. It's just a different direction. The higher consciousness comes down and we're supposed to anchor it in. We're not supposed to ride it out. You'll leave when you leave. Stay here because you're here and help us. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention to the direction of your energy, pulling it in, pulling it in. You live here. This is super important. You are the most magical, the most powerful, and the most energetically commanding when you come back into your body. And we've been told that our bodies are heavy and dense and blockers of energy and something that needs to be overcome. That is an excellent way to keep us from accessing the truth of our powers. Because if we think that our bodies are some sort of, block to our higher self and ascension, then what are we going to do? Are we going to try to make our bodies as small as possible? Are we going to try to exist upon water and sunlight, right? What the fuck, guys? You live in a body. Eat some damn food, walk on the earth, and be a magical person. Enjoy sex, enjoy all the other things that happen to your body. Like, do it up, bitch, because when you get out of here, you're not in one of these bodies. That's the whole point. So really remember that you're here to do this, to do the human thing, because you have plenty of other lifetimes available to you to tap into, where maybe you were a mantis shrimp, maybe you were a speck of dust in the universe. I don't know, but today you're a human, and that is magic. That is magic. And the realization of what that means for you is going to help you to just really level up. And the level up is like leveling back in. So just pay attention to the direction of your energy. It's got to be here now, because shit's moving fast. And if you are like halfway anchored in your body and the rest of you is searching through the heavens for like a portal, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be real dizzy, okay? You're going to be whipped all over the place. You're going to come back into your body occasionally and be like, where am I? Like, you don't need that. You don't need that. This is where you live. The energy gets pulled in and you anchor it in. And that's what that's going to do. If you think about it, if you kind of pull out and think about what that looks like, if everybody on this planet, or the majority of people on this planet, are reaching up to higher vibrations and pulling it in and anchoring it into Earth, what do you think is going to happen? Just the physics of it. I can see it. It looks very clear to me. It looks like we're pulling the energy down. It anchors into the earth itself, and then the earth has no choice but to rise right up. And what happens? Everybody comes up, even those who aren't doing the work, right? Because it's like socialism. No, just kidding. But it's, you know, it's basically that idea that, like, if you're able to fucking anchor and pull up everybody up, just do it. So we can all benefit from it. It is like universal healthcare, honestly. It's the same idea. The metaphor works because you do have that ability. So instead of trying to, you know, beam up Scotty, and that's selfish, by the way. It is very selfish. If anything's going to be selfish, that is selfish. To be here on this planet and say, I'm going to send off of here and leave all of you guys here because, it's gross. This is so basic. What? Who are you to say that? You know, what does that even mean? It's just not right. So pull it down, anchor it in, help everybody rise up. I think that's really the only way we're going to help this shitstorm that's happening, because it's not going to be through arguing with people about semantics, you know? Sometimes the voice is not meant to be heard by some, and you should save your energy. I learned that one this week, but I like to learn things a lot over and over again. So there is that. Okay, Janelle says, I was told 3 times this week that I was too much and too... What? That I was too much and too happy. Wow, you monster. I told him to go find less or join me. Our spine is the highway of heaven and earth. Oh, I love that. I love that. All right, cool. Well, there's your coffee and magic for today. I haven't canceled myself, so I will still be here on Sunday. So if you did not sign up for Sunday, you can still do that. There's a package deal if you want to do both eclipse things. That's still, I think, on my profile. If you're having any issues, you can just DM me or send me an email. I'll be looking at those today, but I'll try to make it clear. I've just been getting confused, like, with everything this week. Like, so it's been hard for me to, like, press the right button. So I'm sorry about that. But if you're having trouble registering, just let me know. But we're doing that Sunday night, and then off we go, you know? Off we go. It's going to be a ride. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing rest of your Friday. I hope you enjoyed the meditation that I sent you an email. If you didn't get it, check your spam. I think sometimes my stuff goes in the spam. But there's a free meditation there to clear you. I love you. Mwah! Goodbye.